Alright, welcome to another Warhammer game. This is a dawn attack scenario, which is the first time I've played this, and I'm going against a demon army. And what I'm doing now, I'm just putting the details of the lists up there so you can pause it and take a closer look if you want. This is my far left of my opponent's army. Yeah, the special character, I forget his name, but he's big and bad. He's like 6 wounds, 6 attacks, strength 6, toughness 6, and he's good at magic. Whatever that special character is, I don't know. I like this list I'm facing. It's kind of a balanced. I think it's a balanced demon list. Some of everything. Now, because of the dawn attack rules, you roll to see where your units have to be deployed, and so I had these guys all are stuck on my right flank. And then the ones I could choose, or the ones that rolled in the middle, went in the middle. So, these guys are in the middle. And what was unfortunate was this is my far left flank, and there was only so much room I could fit there. So I put my battle standard bearer and my prophetess, and I was needing to go up there as far right as you can get. I'm trying to get them way to the right to where my other units are. And so I was just going to leave the Knights of the Realm on their own to try to blast through those flamers and get behind them and just kind of maybe come back around the other side. So with the vanguard movements, you can see we each move forward there, and we go to Demons turn 1. So he takes these Seekers and puts them right in front of my guys. Apparently he's not too afraid of me. What I like about that, though, is it's going to allow me to get into the flank with my rightmost unit of Pegasus Knights. And, my initial thought was I would only go on the flank and I would hold back with the others. I ended up following a slightly different strategy. Otherwise he's just moving up, as you can see, and we go to Bretonnia in turn 1. So I move forward enough with my knights. I don't really want him to get the charges on me, although from this angle it looks like I'm close enough that he might be able to. Let's see, this is far left. I charge the flamers. They kill 3 of my guys. I'm hoping that with all those strength 5 attacks, I'll be able to do enough damage that with the charge and the banner and the rank that I can pop them through combat res and attacks. I'm not sure that odds are in my favor for that plan. Now over here, what I'm doing is I'm taking these 2 characters to the right as fast as I can. And I face her forward so she can cast some magic, but I'm really just trying to get them over to help out with what I consider to be the main battles. Trebuchet hits the special character straight on the head, and I don't know if he starts with 5 or 6 wounds. Whatever it is, he's down to 1 wound remaining. So now I'm thinking, yeah, charge me. Anywhere you charge me, because I just need 1 lucky wound on him, or through combat res I can pop him and get him off the board. And that would certainly help the cause. And you can see what I did here on the right is instead of just going in the flank, I decided to go ahead and get in there with my men-at-arms to give me a lot of combat res and get everybody else in there so I can pop these guys at one go, and I'm hoping to get my men-at-arms up in an overrun to hit the demonettes so that I can hold them up. I don't want the demonettes charging my knights. And then on my next turn, if I can do that, then I can take some Pegasus Knights into their flank. So this combat didn't go as well as hoped. I think I killed 2 of his, he killed 2 more of mine, and he's stuck, and my Knights of the Realm are in some real serious trouble. So this combat, I popped him like I thought I should. I did lose 2 Pegasus Knights out of 1 unit, which I was a little bit surprised with. But whatever. The men-at-arms obviously didn't go into the demonettes, but they went close enough that he really can't do anything except charge them. So to go to Demons turn 2. So a special character charges my questing knights. I was very happy to see that. As demonettes charge my men-at-arms, I love that, because I'm going to be steadfast 9. I don't have a reroll nearby because of the stupid dawn attack rules that put my BSB all the way on the left-hand side, but I'm stubborn 9. And if I can hold up, then I can bring my general and a unit of Pegasus Knights in their flank, and I think we should be doing okay there. This is far left. See, these plague bearers come to the flank of my Knights of the Realm. I've given up on this unit. There's no way I'm going to survive here. Otherwise, he's just kind of moving forward here. I'm shooting and trying to throw magic at those flesh hounds, but really everything's ineffective against him. Yeah. So there's a closer look at the fighting, and at the end of combat, his special character is dead. Before that happened during the magic phase, my Knights Errant are now stupid the rest of the game, but I don't think it ever affected me. I don't think I ever failed that roll. So yeah, these guys come in, kill a few Knights of the Realm, I run off the board, and they just reform. So yeah, that's not going too well. Here the Men-at-Arms killed, I think, one. They killed a bunch of them. They won combat. I was a stubborn 9 and failed it. So, and then I rolled like 2, so they ran me down. So all that combat res isn't there, which is unfortunate because I was kind of going to rely on that a little bit. So Brett turn 2, nothing's going on over here. I'm just going to leave these guys be just to shoot as much as possible. I decided to take everything I have into that unit of demonettes, hoping to pop them. I mean, that's a lot of attacks, a lot of combat res. I thought I'd get 1 flank bonus each side, and then found out later that that's not true. But that's only 1. I think I'll do a ton of wounds on them, and hopefully those wounds with all the charging and flank and stuff will give me some combat res I can pop. If I pop them and can reform or run through them just to get my guys out of the way of his bloodletters, that would be ideal. So there's a closer look. Just a lot of attacks going on there. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a better picture. And at the end of combat, it felt like I was rolling so many ones. I ended up doing 8 total between wounds and combat res. I think combat res, he rolled and was going to lose a few more. Re-rolled because the BSB was in the bloodletter unit and rolled snake eyes. So I didn't do anything through combat res. So I think I did 8 wounds, and then with all my combat res, I was hoping to pop them. And actually, I expected to do more than 8 wounds. But it is what it is, and as soon as that happened, I realized that's it. That's the game. I can't recover from that, because now his bloodletters are in the rear of the Questing Knight unit. Even though it doesn't look like it, it is. And he needed to roll 2 6s to get into my prophetess, and he rolled them. I didn't flee with her because I figured her odds of going off the board were better than his odds of getting into her. So she's going to die. Trebuchet is going to die. These guys are shooting and not affecting anything. That's before combat overall. Trebuchet's dead. The bowmen failed their panic. Prophetess is dead. Overrun into my battle standard bearer. These guys easily break me in combat. My general is, I want to say he's out of combat, because when I killed the first time, I killed enough that he just wasn't in combat anymore. But my Pegasus Knights held, which kind of allowed everybody else to get away and hopefully to come back to fight another day. Which, yeah, I apparently missed some pictures, but on my turn, I charged the general into the flank of that unit. My Pegasus Knights were in their front. The Herald killed my general outright. The other guys killed my Pegasus Knights. And that, I think, is when my Bretonnian Lord and a unit of Pegasus Knights can't stand against 4 Demonettes and a Herald. Don't know how to recover from that. So on his turn, he charges my Questing Knights, Paladin. They fled off the board. My general's dead. Pegasus Knights are dead. Bloodletters charge the flank of the Knights Errant. They're going to be dead in just a second. He charged my bowmen, who continue to flee. That's before combat. After combat, he wipes away the Knights Errant. They run off the board. And the only thing left is a single Pegasus Knight, a Trebuchet, and some fleeing bowmen. And he suggested I concede, and I agreed. So, just an abysmal performance by the Bretonnians. At the time, I felt that one key combat where I took 4 units into his demonettes and didn't even take him down half, where I kind of expected to pop him. I kind of needed to figure out what the odds were on that, because it could be that was just a bad strategy, that the odds of completely destroying them were minimal. And if I couldn't completely destroy them, then there's no way that I should have turned my back to the bloodletters. I should have followed a different strategy. Maybe charging 1 or 2 of those units into the bloodletters and just let there be 2 protracted combats rather than giving him an opportunity to give a rear flank charge on me. So, I don't know, and I'm open to suggestions on that, whether the odds were my favor and I just happened to get unlucky, or that was a bad strategy. But anyway, yeah, nice loss for the Bretonnians. Hope you enjoyed it.